Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa actually has raised concerns over the failure to conduct a national census, warning that the absence of accurate population data is undermining the country's security and global credibility. Speaking during an advocacy visit by the chairman of the Senate's Committee on Army, Abdulaziz Yadua, and members of the civil society group Yaga Africa, the CDF stated that we do not know who the real Nigerians are. He underscored that addressing foundational issues such as the census and porous borders is essential for strengthening national security and for other countries to take Nigeria seriously. The CDS further reveals that in over 3 decades of service, he has only voted once. He further underscored the need for a comprehensive national census, suggesting that modern technology and ICT could be leveraged to reduce the financial and logistical burden of continuous voter and population registrations. Let's not sweep under the carpet this issue has been raised by the president. That's when he called for the National Census Board to, undergo, I think around this year, earlier this year he called for it, and there was an amount of budget that was listed. I would literally get the right amount that was listed, and the president said it was too much for a census, and he said that NYSC youth corpus should be used to do the census instead of the amounts that was given at the time. Let's get your thoughts on this statement from the CDS calling for ICT-driven data or population data, please.
It is not bad if we have the required materials and accessories.
Don't we have the required materials?
I don't think we have. If you ask me, I will only have financial material.
But quickly, if I may ask, what is the NIN for?
I think the president is there to answer you. I am telling you that everything about us is fake. Remember, I said it here once, that everything about Nigeria is fake. I have told you that one person, that means like multiple persons can use one NIM in Nigeria, and it's happening. Is it supposed to happen when you said you have collected someone's data and details? Meanwhile, in the same center where you call the NIM center, at that same place, you came to register for your own self. They will carry your own NIM and give to another Nigerian to go and register the person's, communication, whatever, line. Like 3 different persons are using one, or 10 of them are using one NIM for the telecom, whatever, and communication line. I don't want to mention, let it not be as if I'm advertising. So how? And you said you have the details of Nigerians. And the same you said you have the information of Nigerians. If they have, that's the reason why you heard me say, if they have the required materials and logistics that can make them get the accurate number of Nigerians that will not be mixed up with something else like they did in the NIM, it's a welcome idea, and it will make us sit up as a country. But whereby the people who are in the NIM, for instance, are all corrupt. NIM Nigeria said it is free. Is it free? Those of us who go to the center. It is not free. And it is part of getting the numbers of Nigerians. It is about the census we are talking about today. So if we have the required materials, that you can stay at a place and either position a machine like the American does. They can position a machine without even running around wanting to do this thing. There are machines that can be sent to the, what people call it, the cloud. And it will show the exact numbers of Nigerians. But they will not want to go to that one because nobody will benefit from it. Because money will not be siphoned. Money will not be put into people's pockets as Nigerians. We want to do that manual thing that will make money from. Where you give to Oga, Oga will give to boy will give to the other boy till the money will now become peanuts. in order to get this thing done properly. They will not do it. They will not want to.
So how do you think this can be conducted? Because he has said, he has called for ICT-driven population data, like I stated. So if you're saying that this will not work, why is the CDS calling for it?
The NIM, is it MCT or ICT that they did? You should be asking Nigerians that question. The NIM, is it not ICT-driven too? Is it not ICT that they use in getting the NIM? You and I are aware that you have to thumbprint. So using those your thumbs shows that it is you, just like the bank does. Now, bank cannot give you ATM card without you thumbprinting because it is what shows that you are the rightful owner. Yes, the NIM will show. Is it BVN? Will show. So why is it that the information that Nigerians has are not like that, but the private sector, whatever information they are having that have to do with people, are accurate?
Okay, I wanted to make a statement over what he stated. He said that warning that the absence of accurate population data is undermining the country's security and credibility. You know, conducting the
I'm not with you. I'm not happy with Nigeria.
It's the official expression.
It is someone who Nigeria has never happened to that.
Conducting the national population census, would that actually reduce the risks, the high risks of insecurity in the country, like he stated?
If it is being done properly, like I said, not wanting to use it in favoring one politician because you want to favor him to use him next time, or you want to favor him to make money from him. Outside that one, if they are going to do it professionally like other country does, they don't need to work out. They don't need to come to your door and start knocking and say, how many children do you have? No, they don't need to do that. They can come to states, local government, and that machine will be placed wherever it is being placed. It will show the number of persons who are in that local government. If they are going to do it professionally, by getting expertise, and that will give us the accurate number, it's better for us. But when you want to do it manually and you say ICT-driven, the NIM is not ICT-driven. Driven. I've told you this before. Nigerians should stop deceiving Nigerians. And that is why Nigeria has been happening to every Nigerian, including them. It's happening to them. They are pretending. They know it is happening to them, but they are still pretending. Now, if the CDS will follow this thing up, and the people who are in charge of the population, whatever, coming together, being fair to Nigerians, wanting to ensure that there is lasting peace in Nigeria, you will see that once we get the accurate numbers and details, profiling Nigerians, knowing who is who, and how to get this person if there is any misconduct, if there is any, what they call it, failure in wanting to either deliver or do the needful, not doing it rightly, wanting to either maneuver or manipulate something, the person can be fished out without struggling. You can just enter on the system, and wherever the person is, it will show because you have the person's detail. That details will also have to connect to the person's cell phone number, the line, in order to get the accurate information. So that once you enter, the arrow or whatever, like other phones has, I don't want to mention names of phone, where you have the iCloud, can show where exactly this person is.
Okay, considering the fact that there was a budget that was brought out for the national census, conducting the national census when the president called for it, you know, do you think with all these things you've listed, let's say the budget increases, because at the time it was about 1.3, 1.5, if I'm not mistaken, billion naira, you know, let's say it increases above that, so that still be granted?
We aren't talking about the finance.
But that was one of the reasons why it has not been conducted up to now. If you recall at the beginning of our conversation, when I said the president said so, the budget was too high, and he suggested the use of youth corpus to conduct the census instead of the and reduce the amount to the barest minimum.
And I'm condemning that part where they said that youth corpus should be used. You see, who will go to Borno? Who will go to Sambisa Forest to go and look for those people who are there? Is it the corpus? So they will not eat a child whose parents must have suffered to train in the university, and you want this child to go to Borno to go and look for those people that are in Sambisa Forest. It is not proper now. That is why the youth, I've told you before, that is why the youth are still where they are. They are not, we've been told that we're the leaders of tomorrow. Up to my age, I've not become that leader that I've always wished to become. The same people who I met in the picture as a child, are the same people who are still the people ruling us up to today. I'm no longer a child. I've passed some decades. So my look might be deceitful. But the truth is that I am condemning that part where he said that these people should be used. Is he after using them, and so many of them dies, they will come back home after serving their nation, their fatherland, and will not have job? No. We're looking at and talking about how we can initiate a center where, at the moment you're a graduate, the government should send you to a firm or any ministry for you to go and master whatever you have studied. It is there. I told you why we are doing masters in. I don't want to mention the country. Let it not be as if I'm also advertising them. So, you see, once you are done, they have a center for youth. That center for youth, once you are done with what they call them estate, whatever is the name for it. Once you are done, just like NYSC is, once you are done with it, you go to that center to apply. They will not send you to a place where you master that whatever you have studied for a year. While you are there, if you did very well while you are there, they on their own will now refer you to a firm where you start working. But this one, nothing is working once you are done with NYSC to your 10th or Israel. And you say they should use them. If you kill these children, who will become the tomorrow Nigeria? So they know, I have told you here, that there are means, there are mechanisms, there are strategies on how to do this thing without even looking for these people. If it is the fund, we have Nigeria House Fund, we have this money. Let them use this money to get, instead of them embezzling it like that of this former CBN governor. I'm not happy with that man. I'm not happy with that man. You know, like that of that man. He embezzled Nigerian money, he hoarded them, he did so many things with Nigerian money, and now he's carrying King James Version a Bible to court. Eh? And you see people dying. This money will have been used to save life. Please, the president and whoever that is, the CDS, please leave the youth out of this and use our fund, since money is not life, to get this thing right. And then for us to stop this killing that is happening in our country, and for all of the borders to also be sealed, because we have information. Whoever that is seen there, the moment they entered, where is this particular person? The arrow will show that it is also person that is in that border, killing or doing whatever the person is doing there.
All right.